No, this is the machinations of what has occurred over the last year from some of the base demanding some of this stuff. Well, the guy from Rasmussen Reports, he went right into Trump and told him back in the fall, Mark Mitchell's his name, and said, look, your base wants indictments. Your base wants convictions. And at least according to his account, it was like, oh, okay, they want indictments. They want convictions. So we'll see. We'll see. Was doing nothing better, putting us in a better position than doing something about it. And I'm on the side that says do something about it regardless of the outcome.
All right. If that was the case, so take a look at the impeachments against Trump, the prosecutions from New York City, the release of his tax returns, creating fucking new state laws, manipulating a law to turn misdemeanor into a federal crime, and then charge him 31 times with the same fucking crime. Then you go, all right, we've got this. Then you got the Georgia, what was her name? Stacey Abrams, not Abrams. The girl that was, yeah, whatever her name is. Yeah, she's Willis. Fanny. She's in a hotbed of water right now, and she's like trying to survive the next day. They tried to do it in Florida, and the Democrats lost on it, which gave power to Trump. I'm not necessarily saying we shouldn't have done anything. I'm saying we didn't have the people that were really going to go after it. We put the wrong people in play, and I'm kind of grateful to Trump right now because he didn't necessarily go after Hillary, because that would have been front page and it would have been a failure. It would have been a failure, another failure, and who knows how this election cycle that just passed would have turned out if Trump, under 2016 with COVID shit that was happening, started prosecuting everybody and losing. That would have been an epic loss on our side, and it would have hurt us much more down ticket. We wouldn't have had the powers to basically shift a lot of things. And I still don't like Mitch McConnell, but hats off to him for securing the courts and making sure a lot of provisions down ticket, down ballot actually worked in our favor to help propel up and to help us have that sweep of a victory. And Mitchell played it right. He set us up. Now it's up to our team to hold on to that. And we're going to hold the Senate, and we have a chance. We're probably not going to win a major majority in the House, but it's still a coin flip. We can still take 3-4 seats over and still have power, and it would be an epic win for Trump to be able to finish out his term, being able to do a lot of the things he promised, and maybe somehow we get a better win and set up the next administration that could be a Republican, whether it's Vance, Rubio, or somebody else. We could have a shot, and if they do good, we've got 12 years at least. We've got 12, guys. We have a shot for it, a good shot, not just like some imagination, but an actual good shot. I just don't think throwing shitty fucking prosecutions that all the media is going to cover and not cover any of the other shit, we're just giving too much fodder to the other side to use against us.
It's a good point. It did. When the Democrats did it to Trump, they weren't effective. They never got any conviction on Trump other than the civil. They never got any conviction on Roger Stone
Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon.
They got conviction, Steve Bannon.
Oh, they did. That's right. They did get a conviction.
Yeah, but he kind of set himself up. You can't do that whole Sandy Hook thing.
Wait, that's Alex Jones.
No, Steve Bannon was the one.
Oh, yeah, Steve Bannon. I'm sorry. I was thinking Alex
Wasn't he
Jones.
in contempt of Congress, Bannon?
It was contempt of Congress. That's right.
Yeah, Bannon was contempt of Congress. But I mean, that's a nothing. Like, that's not a big win.
He did what, 5 months?
They were also going after him a while back for raising private funds to build the wall back in the first term.
That's
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't. Man, there's been so many of them. I can't. He's kind of a slime ball.
I think, he's gotten much worse.
But you're right. I mean, Brad, good point. It wasn't effective for the Democrats, so why do we think it will be effective this time around? And I don't know. That's the quagmire the MAGA base is in. They're demanding revenge, and it didn't work for the Democrats, at least for winning the presidency. So, yeah, how effective is it really in the long run, other than costing a shit ton of money and time and effort and pulling people out of the game? Hopefully, maybe going after Comey satisfies the base and not going after a figure like Barack Obama. That would really rally the base of the left. Because it would. Going after Hillary or going after Barack would definitely bring the left some momentum. So, I don't know.
But I mean, if we take that point, like again, if Trump succeeds, like let's say he gets the straight, all the Iran thing falls our way, we start, boom, it starts working out great. Okay, done, settled, over with. And he follows through and he's managed to hit $21 trillion in investment. Now, we won't see that in this term, but we have a shot to see it in the next term. We definitely will start to feel it about midterm after the next administration. That'll trickle down. And he puts that on there. I mean, can you imagine if it's all under conservatives, it's control, and we can actually fund and start doing things and start targeting issues that we have been complaining about for a long time, that we're going to have an economy that's booming under 12 years of stewardship under conservatives. It would take literally 50 years for the Democrats to break that shit. And not that they won't spend us into oblivion, but we really could hold something there, and Trump can walk away with something that will last, I don't know, another 250 years. He'll be able to support this country with those investments. Again, it's a big if he hits 21 trillion, because that's a hard goal. That economic boom for the U.S. will cement us for 150 years. That's a lot of power to give to a guy and then give it to the next administration, hand it off. And the American economy is steamrolling along. We're all doing a lot better. And the world, he's conquered out, a bunch of bullshit. Venezuela's cured. Cuba looks like it'll be cured. Iran's going to be cured. Kim Jong-un I don't even know what's going on in North Korea. Nobody does, because he's been quiet. The only thing left is Russia and Ukraine. And quite frankly, no one gives a fuck about either of those two countries in reality. It's just a political oppo. We really do. And Europe is finally starting to pay up a little bit more. And he may take Greenland. Who knows? But I mean, fuck. If he does it, hats off to him. He'll be one of the greatest presidents, if not top 3 of all time.
Ready for Mount Rushmore?
What is that $18 to $21 trillion investment? Like, what is it? It's AI. So part of that is going to be AI transition, because there's, obviously they're going to take over some of the workforce and everything else. So there's going to be, I remember Elon was saying something about universal basic income, which they might have to put that into action. I mean, I don't like the idea of it, but it's one of those things where it might, I mean, it might very well, mean that we go to that, but so it's mainly going to be the AI transit.
Mine is the head of the man, and my insight is keen as the hawk's. By my head I invoke thee. I am the only being this I invoke thee. Mine is the red triangle, reverse the sign, given of none save it be of thee, O Lord. By the Lamb and I invoke thee. Mine is the garment of white, sewn with gold, the flashing of light that I wear. By my robe I invoke thee. Mine is the sign of the prophets and typhoon. By the sign I invoke Mine is the turban of white and gold, and mine the blue vigor of the intimate air. By my crown I invoke thee. My fingers travel on the beads of pearl, so run I after thee in thy car of glory. By my fingers I invoke thee. I bear the wand of double power in the voice of the Master. Abraham of Lord, by the Lord I invoke the waves of music in the sun that I made of old, to by the song I invoke thee. In my hand is thy sword of revenge. Let it strike at thy bidding. By the sword I invoke
signed by the King of England under pressure from rebel barons. It established that the monarch.
Mine is the head of the man, and my insight is keen as the hawk's. By my head I invoke thee. I am the only begotten child of my father and mother. My father is dead. My mother bore me with labor and pain and fear. By my body I invoke thee. About me shine the diamonds of radiance, white and pure. By their brightness I invoke thee. Mine is the red triangle, reverse the sign, given of none, save it be of thee, O Lord. By the Lamb I invoke thee. child and conquering lord.